Hey now, Matt LaBarber Music here, and today I'm talking to you about Coastal Postal by the Fearless Flyers. And it's a very exciting day for me because it's the first lesson that I've done on my baritone guitar. So I'll do the best that I can to zoom in and show you all the parts. Before I do, I'd like to encourage you, if you haven't already, to please subscribe to my channel. And if you already have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Check out mattlabarbermusic.com. You can like the video, leave me some positive feedback in the comments. It always encourages me to know that people are appreciating all the really hard work that I put into showing you my favorite songs on the bass and the guitar. So this is, like I said, kind of a hybrid of those two instruments. That's why I'm pumped to show you how I played this one. And I'll zoom in and walk you through all the parts. So the first thing we got to talk about is the tuning, okay? This lowest string, the sixth string, is tuned to an A. And then we have our standard, which is E, A, D. I have this tuned to F sharp, which I think is right, but I don't really know. Works for me. And then this is a B, right? So A, E, A, D, F sharp, and B. It's kind of like the drop D version of baritone. Because if I play those three together, that's a chord, right? I'm just doing that because I know that that's what he does. Normally I have this tuned to a B string. Anyways, the very first lick starts with that open B string, or that open A string. So then we're going to play 3 on the A and 4 on the D, and slide them up together to 4 and 5. So I got, okay, and then it's going open E, and then a hammer onto the 2, and then your 4th string open. So I got, cool. So that is the main riff, and then, or for the intro, but then it's either of those, right? So the first one, there's an extra one of these open 4s, then 2 on the E, then open E. So we got, and then the next one just has, okay, so that's our intro. That repeats at the beginning, that riff. Okay, it's either riff A or riff B. Then we have melody number 1, which starts with our open A, and then I'm hammering on between 2 and 4, and then 0 and 2 on the E, then open and 2 again. And the second half of that riff just ends with that open instead of going back to the 2. So I got this. And then the third one is almost the same, but then we're going 3, 2, 0, 2 on the E. So I got, riff 3, and then that repeats that again, 3, 2, 0, 2, and then 3 and 4 on the A string. So Okay, so I'm going to play all 4 of them. Okay, this next section is a repeat of that same riff, but an octave higher, right? So it starts in the 5th fret of the E, and then we're sliding from 7 to 9. Then 7 and 9 on the A string, and then back to 7 with a little vibrato, right? And the second time just hangs out on that 7, right? And then we got this 5, 7, 9, and now we're going up to 10, 9, 7, 9. Okay, so I'll do all 3 of them again. Here, it's the same, but now it ends differently. There's this bend down on the 7th fret of the E. I'm going to bend down on the 7, then back up and play it again. So I got 5, 7, 5, 5. And now I'll play all 4 of those riffs. Cool. Now each one of these sections has a little transition into the next part. I think I'm playing them in the right place. I'm definitely playing the right notes, but I don't know if I'm playing them the way he plays them. I'm going from 6 to 8 on the E string, then 5 on the A, then I'm going 7, 8, 9 on the A. So I'll do that all together. It's 6, 8, then 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then we're in this new section, like a different melody, right? Then I'm going to play 9 and 10 on the A string, right? Then 7 on the D, back to 10 and 9 on the A. And then there's a little slide between 7 and 9 on the D. You can use your first finger or your third, right? But then there's this little riff where we're going from 7 to 8. And it's a slide, and it's really fast. And then back to 5 and 7 on the A string. And I'll slow it down. Okay, and then there's this cool little ending riff for that. Hammer on between 5 and 7 on the E, then 5 on the A, 7, 5. Then a hammer on between 5 and 7, and then a pull off to 5 again. So we got, and then 7 and 5 on the B, or on the A strings, right? The low A. Okay. All together without talking. Okay. Then it does this same thing again. But then it ends different. We do the end on the 7 of the E instead. The first time was that. So okay, so there's those 2 parts back to back. Then 2. And then there's this little transition into the next part. I'm going 2, 3, 4 on on my E string, then 2, 4, 5 on the A. Okay, that's to walk up to this next section. Now what I'm doing is I'm sliding on the F sharp string, my second string. I'm sliding from 3 to 5. Then I'm going to 4 on the D. And that happens twice. Okay, and that 2 rhythms happens again. Okay, so alright, so we've gotten through what I would consider to be the first half of the song. Okay, so the second half is kind of the same, except they change keys. They go up a half step. But for me, since I'm still learning my way around this instrument, all my fingering had to change to do this. But I'll show you what I did. Instead of this main riff being in A, right? Now we're starting on F, okay? So changing keys. So I'll play that riff for you. I'm starting with 1 on my E, and I'm sliding from 3 and 5, then I'm playing 3 and 5 on the A. So, okay. Then same thing, but just ending on the 3. So riff number 3 is almost the same, but now I'm going 6, 5, 3, 5. So here they are, all 3 in a row. Okay, and then it goes 6, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5. That's the ending of that section, okay? And just like before, when the melody, we played the melody and then we'd play it an octave higher, we do that here too. Now I'm playing 3 on my D string, and I'm sliding from 5 to 7. Now we have to change the fingering around a little bit because of how I'm tuned. So I'm going 3 to 5, 7, then 6 and 8 on the F sharp. Second time around, he throws in the 7 on the D. Okay, so here's the 2 of them. Second one. Now here's the third one. Now I'm going 9, 8, 6, 8. And that ends with one of these cool bendy things again. We're bending down on 5 on the D. And I'm going 5 bent down, then 5 regular, 3, 5, 3, 5. Or sorry, 3, 3, my bad. So I'll play all of them. Number 2, number 3. Okay, and then this is another one of those transition riffs. I'm going from 4 to 6 to 8 all on the D string, then 6, 7, 8 on the F sharp. And now I'm in this part 2 of this melody again, right? So I'm playing 8, 9, and 10 on my F sharp string, and then going back to 9 and 8 again. And then a little slide up from 9 to 10 on that high string, the B string. And then remember this riff where you slide back and forth. Now it's on 10 and 11 of the D string. Then 8 and 10, right? So okay, then I got 8 and 10 hammer on the A. 8, 10, 8. Okay, so and then I got a hammer on between 8 and 10. And then it goes 10, 8, 10 on the E string. So we got okay, so and the second time around starts the same 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, slide, and then we got this little hammer on thing or slide thing, 10, 11, 10, 8, and then 10 on the A string. Okay. And then after that there's a little transition, right? That little walk into the next riff. So we got 10, 11, 12 on the E, and then 10, 12, 13 on the A. So I'm going to play that whole thing. Part 2. Okay, we're almost there. Then remember we did the okay, we got that same riff, but now we're way up high. I'm on 13 of the F sharp, then 12 on the D, and then 11 on the F sharp. Okay, then he gets a little fancy at the end here. Does this little riff. So I got 13, 12, 11. Then this third time around, I'm going up to 13 on my B string, then doing one of those reverse bends where it's already bent up. So I'm bent up from 13 down to 11. Back to 13, 12, and 11. Okay, so I got okay, and now there's another fancy thing. Then he goes from 13 to 15. So 13 to 15. I got this riff, then back to 11 and 13, 12, and then 11 again. So here it is. Okay, so here's 1, then 2, then here's the next one, and then he does this thing again, right? The 13, the pre-bend, down from 13 to 11. Okay, that's, we're getting close, so. Okay, and then one more of those 13, 12, 11s, and then we got this ending, okay? We're going 13 and 12 on the A, then 13 and 11 on the E, okay? So I'm going to play the whole thing. riff 2, riff 3, except I screwed that up. I'll try that again. Riff 3, really right into riff 4, okay? So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then and the ending. We made it. Thanks again so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great time playing this song, and maybe if you don't already own a baritone guitar, maybe this will, send you over the edge. Do it. Buy one. And like I said, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And if you already have, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And just leave me some positive feedback in the comments, or like the video, share it with your friends. You can check out LaBarbermusic.com. I got tons of cool stuff coming up over there, and there's always hopefully something that would be interesting to you popping up down below here as well, so check that out. And happy bassin', happy guitaring, and I'll see you in the future.